Alrighty, welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 2013. Alright, so let's rehire the worker, and let's quickly tab over to our new gen class, or case, tractor, and the class trailers. Alright. The only thing I forgot to buy while we're here is a weight. So we'll go ahead and buy that right now. Now let's go this way. Miscellaneous weights. I think we'll buy this $1,500, $800 weight. Let's go hook that on real quick, because these class trailers, whenever I put them through testing, believe it or not, are really heavy. So that's why we'll hook those up. We'll lower that. And these class trailers can hook together. I made sure they could when I realized they held so little. Well, not extremely little, but it's not much. There we go. Alright. See if we can turn this around. The really nice thing about this case is that the cab is like suspended. So whenever the tractor bounces, we don't. Which is really nice. And I also think I'm going to sell our John Deeres and trade them in for cases as well. I don't think I'm going to do that right now though. Right now we're just going to head down to where we're harvesting right now, so we can unload Jarrell as soon as he is done. And then probably as soon as we unload Jarrell, we'll go ahead and sell the John Deeres. I think the oh, we're not gonna have enough money, because I think we bought them for 35. Whoa, zoom out. There we go. And I think it's the John Deeres that are lagging us up, but not sure. So go ahead and park this guy right here. Oh, one thing that I should point out about this guy is he destroys crop whenever he drives on him, which is really sweet. I mean, it just bumps up the realism of a simulator to the next level. So I'm going to unhire him. Then we're going to have to do this ourselves. You can see the cat doesn't, which is really nice, but you know, he's a harvester. I'd hope he wouldn't, even though in real life he does. But in this game, we're not the best. So I'm just going to drive him over here and dump it, just like so. So then we're not destroying our crop. So after this, we are going to have a ton of corn, like more than you could ever imagine. It's going to be amazing. And each one of these trailers can fit 20,000, so it'll be able to fit a good few loads of this. Then we'll have to bring it back up to the farm and dump it out. What is this, corn? Yeah, it looks right. Look at all the corn kernels. Put that in a microwave and just make a ton of popcorn for the whole entire world. Well, maybe not the whole entire world, but a good majority. No, not even that. But a pretty full house. That is true. That is true. The others were, but yeah, just yeah. Not much to it. Rehire him. Jarrell, let him train himself out. There we go. Oh, and by the way, yeah, this is automatic start, so if we want to shut him off, we have to hit Y. If we want to start it, we have to hit Y, wait for it to load, then hit Y again. A little bit of a pain, but not too bad. In the meantime, we could go sell the header to this, because we're not going to be using that. What else could we sell? Ooh, I know what we could do. Let's go see if we can trade in this John Deere. If not, it's not too big of a bother. And we do have this Petoonie Woony corn forage harvester that I'm going to leave down here, because, you know, it's kind of really close to the biogas, so if we just need a little bit of corn, then just use that. And this John Deere is really nice, but it's just not as nice as that case, and I think it has even less horsepower than the case. The case is nearly 200. I think it's at 175. So it can't pull humongous loads, but it can pull pretty darn anything. And its texture is, about the same, maybe a little bit better, minus the back. The back of this guy is absolutely phenomenal. Alright, let's see how much we can get for this. Okay, darn it. Alright, you don't need to wait. 39,000. And we need 43, I believe, deny for the case. Let's check real quick. 43,000. Alright, so 39 plus 9 is enough. There we go. Sell. Let's go ahead and buy ourselves that case. There we go. We are into the transition to a new fleet. Why? Boom. I mean, just look. All of these beautiful cases in our fleet. Oh, wait, nope. So I have to spend another $800, unfortunately. Oh, yeah, mods. That's right. Weights, 1,500, buy. Whoop, let's not hit it. There we go. There we go. We'll go ahead and lower that just to keep the driving stable. Then you can see whenever I turn, the tractor kind of leans, but whenever you're on the inside, it doesn't really. That was a bad example because it did, but see there, boom. We weren't leaning all that much at all. You can see we're like speeding up and slowing down. Of course, I'm kind of a bad driver, but we're not moving. The tractor is, which is really nice. And you can see because the smokestack is moving up and down, but we're not. So that's really nice. Alright, I think for now, I am going to go ahead and move our massive seeder here up somewhere else, probably to the main farm. So we can probably start planting wheat, and then we can use the shreds or the remains of that to work on baling. Because I know everyone wants me to, well, not everyone, but a good majority of you guys want me to go ahead and start working on baling. So I figured, you know what, I do too. So let's do it. You can see even this big cedar it can tow, so I think it's working fine. Wait, this case has IC? Oh yeah, that's right. I knew that. Whoa, car. You came really close to some blades. I would have not been going as fast as you, or nearly as close, my goodness. This is quite the cedar. And I think this will be our permanent cedar because it's so large and it works so well. You can see as soon as I got rid of the John Deere, the lag really just cleared up. I don't know what was up with it, but it just didn't. It seemed to lag my game a little bit. Maybe not for you guys, but for me it did a little bit. Alright, I think we'll go ahead and set it over here. There's no use in parking it because, I mean, look, one of the fields is even ready. Of course, I'm not going to sow it right now, but I'll just park it right over here. There we go. Back it up nice and neat. With our new case. Whoop, that's right, shut it off. There we go. Look at that. You can even see the engine in there, and look at the front. You can even see the little hole or the dimples in the front. You got the lights and a huge weight, and oh my goodness, that's just fantastic. You are not almost full. I was expecting you to be much, much more full. So I think we'll be able to get this field with these two. That's right. So let's preheat the engine and boom, we'll start it. Alright, I think we can fit this whole field just about in these two tanks. No, yeah, this whole field in these two. And then we'll have room to spare. Then if we ever need to, when space becomes a problem, we'll go ahead and put a shed down here and we'll put its own whatchamacallit. Ooh, forgot to shut off the engine. There we go. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and sell this header. I think the header was a good 18,000, so we'll get another 7,000 out of this. There we go. Kind of wish I had a trailer because this guy's kind of slow, but I think we're going to move this guy up to the main farm and we're gonna leave him there. He doesn't have any heads right now, but I think when we get more money, we might get it for him, or we might trade him in for a better class Lexion 770, which I think is just a little bit better, but that's just personal opinion. It has the Terra track things, and it's designed. Wow, my goodness, you can drive through tires. Otherwise, you would have been hit by one. I think its model is a little bit better, not by much, but I think it is a little bit. Oh, wow, that's scary. Whoa. There we go. Oh, that's alright. We just clipped the edge. Nothing a little bit of duct tape can't fix. Same with that car's hood. Alright. I hope you guys like my April Fool's joke. Oh no, come on, you can almost fit. Your wheels can go through stuff, your roof should be able to too. There we go, yeah. I wonder how much trade-in we can get for him. Because the 770 is so much better. You know what, I'll leave that in the comments. I'll have you guys answer that, whether or not we should trade this guy in for the 770. The main reason why I want to is because it's an official mod. Ooh, 23,000. Heck yeah. There we go. The main reason why I want to... You know what? What am I doing? There we go. Oh, yeah. Wait, no. On hire. We're going to drive you over there. Because, you know, you're on corn and the case destroys crop, so... There we go. Oh, and if you guys know how to remove this like top left thing, like if I don't want to look at it anymore, if you guys know how to remove that, let me know. I would be really interested in removing that, like you know, like whenever you're just driving and you don't want to see it, just remove it. Because I mean, if I'm driving in here, I don't want to see it. I mean, the bottom right and stuff, I don't mind, but the top left panel seems to get really, really large depending upon like what some tractors do and, you know, stuff of that nature. So if you guys know how to do that. And it looks like this guy's almost full. Yep, there we go. So we'll finish unloading in the back. Yeah, we should be able to get the rest. Once again, they're not huge trailers, but frankly they hold just as much as the truck does, except this time they don't freak out. And not only that, but they look absolutely amazing. I mean, they just look fantastic. And especially behind our case, it looks like we're just driving brand new machinery, which we are. We're updating our fleet to new, brand new, and like new tractor smell and kind of stuff. Even though the class things have the gray on the bottom like they've been used, I think that adds a little bit of like authentic farmer feel to it. I don't know what I'm talking about, but you know what I mean, I hope, maybe. I hired the worker. There we go. Alright, so he's almost done with this field. Oh, I do have an announcement to make. It's really hard for me to record during the week, so I will get most of the episodes done on the weekend. But if you do see an episode during the week, it's either because I recorded it on the weekend, or I really tried to squeeze in time. If they're shorter in length, then I probably recorded them during the week because I found time somehow, some way. And if they're longer in length, then they were probably recorded on the weekend. Just so you guys know, because it becomes really, really hard to like handle both. And I don't want this cat harvester anymore. I want to switch it for the class Lexion 770. It's just so much better, and it's an official mod, so you know it's good. And in mod testing, it passed with flying colors. Where is it? Right here. 370,000. I think I'm going to change that to just 300,000. Because 370 seems a little bit steep. And then plus another 100,000 for its header. So we're spending $400,000 on this. And if we want two, $800,000. So what we're going to need is a really, really nice great demand or a really, really nice harvest. And this corn has been treating us very well. We have a ton of it now. Oh my goodness, if there was great demand on corn, we'd be set for the rest of this Let's Play. I mean, that's how good it is. You can see with this case, even hauling all of this, with that weight in the front, he can go a good, I don't know, 35 miles an hour with it. With this load in the back. Alright, sure, I'll just unload all of you here. Well, most of you. No, all. There we go. Meet you at the other end. Whoa! Come on. There we go. Alright. Tip of the day. Don't turn too sharp. Or tip of episode. Alright, here, I want to show you guys real quick what happens when I drive over the crop. You ready for this? Boom. Disappears. Deny. You can see how it disappears like that. I don't know if that was in the update or if that's just this mod. Because I've only seen it with this mod, so I do believe it's just this mod. So I personally like it. I think it makes it more realistic, but I think here I will go ahead and end the episode. Tune in next time to see us reposition Jarrell here. Or, you know, I might do that off screen. It depends. Tune in next time to figure out what I'll do and whether or not we'll reposition him on screen or whatever. And watch us continue to update our fleet and hopefully receive that great demand of corn. Thanks for watching and tune in next time.